If I could get Forbes back on stage with Cameron, we're gonna do the final round of this joke off. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now story time. This is gonna be the best round, I believe. These two gentlemen are gonna get 2 minutes each to tell what they believe is their funniest story. It could be a hilarious story, it could be a tragedy, it could be something about some evil bitch that broke your hearts. I have a lot of those. And whoever wins this will get a stand-up spot at the Tempe Improv with Stand Up vs. the World on April 22nd. So, pick a number between 1 and 10.
6.
It was 6. So, Cameron, would you like to tell your story first, or would you like to let Forbes tell his first?
I go first.
You go first, all right. When I get to my seat, I'll let you know.
All right, give Cameron a round of applause. And, hold on, apps, go.
Okay, I realize I've been a little bit of a hypocrite because I made fun of Kanye for accidentally making fun of disabled people, and it sucks, but I have a story where I did something very similar, and I'm awful. Let's establish that, let's get over it. I'm the worst. Okay, so I used to work at a feeder camp, I know, and as a camp counselor, and it was my first day, and we were playing games, and for all these kids, all these little kids, we're talking like 6 to like 12, and we were playing warm-up games to get them all into the theater spirit, and we were playing this game called Where the Wind Blows, and it's not gonna get sexual, believe it or not. And basically the whole concept of the game is all the kids stand in a circle, and you're like, the wind blows everybody with blonde hair, and then kids don't get the sexual joke, and it goes over the head, and then all the kids with blonde hair run around, and they run in the circle, and they have a good time, and get all the energy out. And so you just say things that include everybody, and stuff like that. And it was the first thing I said. I grabbed the microphone, and I was really, really excited, because I wanted to get everybody moving. I wanted to do something that would include everybody, or so I thought. I said, the wind blows everyone with 2 hands. And I've never, ever, ever met a fucking person without a hand in my life. And that is the fucking moment when it happens. All these little kids are running around, and there's one fucking girl in the middle with no arm, and she's just like, all my coworkers like, oh my god, and I'm like, someone say something, console her, talk about how you don't need 2 hands for everything, or something, and just go talk to her. So they like talked to her, and they were like, hey, Runali, how you doing? Yes, cultures are funny. And she was like, hey, how are you doing? And she's like, I'm fine, I didn't want to walk, so I'm gonna stand here. And everyone with 2 hands had to run, so I don't have to run. And that was good for her. She was the worst. So now the second part of the story where I redeemed myself is when I had to work with fucking Runali for 3 weeks. And you know what? Just because you don't have an arm doesn't mean you can be the worst little shit in the whole world.
So, Cameron hates people with 1 arm. Ladies and gentlemen, the final round, please give Forbes a round of applause.
That one's gonna be tough to follow. All right, so we all got that friend that's super polite in public and then just gets wasted as an animal, right? Okay, that's usually me, but this one isn't about me. This is about 2 of my buddies, okay? One is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid. He now goes to a Christian university, Xavier. He works with inner-city kids in Cincinnati. The other kid's an Indian kid, like from India, comes over from a good family. Well, you have to differentiate. Anyway, he goes to med school at U of M. These guys are on top of their shit. Prom night was the worst night for the 2 of them, and here's how it went. We rented our suits, we went, we took our pictures, we got wasted, we went to the dance. I come to the bathroom, and my buddy, the Indian one, he's standing there. His name was Trevor, which was weird. And so he's standing there, and he doesn't have a single button or cufflink. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How did you lose your buttons? He's like, I don't know, man. He's not wearing a belt. My other buddy walks in. Oh, you found him? Yeah. What's up with his belt? Well, he took it off. He lassoed in the middle of the dance floor, went like Native American noises, I get whisked away to the dance floor and come back, and now I bump into my really Christian friend who's shirtless, spawned out on the floor, looking straight up, and my Indian friend decides to join him, and I walk over just as our principal does, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here, guys? And so they stand up, and the principal's like, what? And he turns to my Christian friend. He's like, Ryan, put your shirt back on. My Indian friend Trevor goes, bitch, you don't tell Ryan what to do. So then sobriety hit, right? And then the politeness came back, and he's like, I am so sorry. I have no idea what came over me. Ryan, please put your shirt back on. We'll just leave. It's no biggie. And that was the prom night for these two. It ended with me sleeping next to a girl, right? The girl leaves eventually, okay? I wake up, I roll over, and I'm spooning Trevor. Trevor, what the hell, man? I don't know. I just thought I could just get in here. No, dude.
Cameron, come back to the stage, please. Cameron, come back to the stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron and the one-armed girl. Stop. Jesus. Forbes and his Indian friend named Trevor. I hate to do this, but I have to know.
Sudden death.
They can't tell another story, man. Arizona State trivia? Who gets the drunkest? What are you talking about? Sex is like? This isn't an improv show. There is one at 10 o'clock, so stick around right after this for an improv show starring a guy that was supposed to be in the joke-off. Justin Steckman, skinny jeans. His jeans were so tight he couldn't run fast enough to get here. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Cameron Mahai. Stop. I know you're his friends. Forbes. Forbes magazine. Ben, what do you think, buddy?
Vote. Sudden death.
Walk off? What does that mean? It's a walk off? Are you telling him to walk off? The Zoolander walk off. See, that's that white people shit. What are you talking about? Alright,
Flip a coin. Just flip a coin.
no, I'm just gonna make an executive decision because Cameron's gonna be in the Far Side show that night, and he's gonna be on stage for like an hour anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Nick Shannon, Forbes. With that being said, before we end the show, can I get Ben Kaufman and Rebecca and the Yardleys to join me on stage? Come on, Steve Rogers. Come on. Forbes, don't go anywhere. I need you on stage as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about this since the beginning of the show, but for those of you that don't know, on April 22nd, that is a Wednesday night at 8 p.m., ASU Comedy. All of ASU Comedy will be represented at the Tempe Improv as we take over the Tempe Improv once again. You will see Farside Comedy Hour, you will see Bear in Mind Improv, and you will also see this group of comedians doing stand-up and Olga, but she's not here because she works at the Doghouse and they made her do a shift tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, we urge you to go to TempeImprov.com and get your tickets. They are $5 tickets. $5 to see all of the ASU comedy on the biggest stage in Tempe. We would love to have you there. April 22nd, you got a month to prepare.
Partial nudity.
Frontal nudity from Forbes. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Stand Up versus the World Joke Off. Let's applaud our champion, Forbes. Thank you guys for a really awesome night. Please do not go anywhere because Bear in Mind Improv is going to be starting in a few minutes with a battle show, another competition comedy show with some ramifications, I'm sure. Thank you guys.